I'm live. Oh my goodness, you bet I am. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, and maybe to some of you, good night. Wherever you are, welcome to Biz with Joy, Leaders Leaving Legacies. My name is Joy Ruffen. I work as a style and leadership consultant, a signature style specialist, speaker, executive producer, TV host, and podcaster. It sounds like a lot, and it is, but it's all a line and it's all a passion and a love that I have working with you. One of the things that I work with women to do is to erase, release, and surrender being overwhelmed, the anxiety, and the concern about not having and feeling as confident and as wonderful as they'd like to feel when they dress to go here, there, and about. That's another saga. Here and now, tonight, I'm going to talk with you about something else because this Biz to Biz was put together for men and women who are in leadership, who are in some type of business, mom and pop, small, corporate, doesn't matter. Because if you're in business, it's about serving, giving benefits and values to the people that you work with, that are working with you. So this title that I gave it tonight is, you want to gain wisdom? Well, now you can. Well, what the heck does that mean? What is wisdom? Leadership, business, and growth. Well, let me start off by saying that there is an old saying, and trust me, it's old. It's been around for quite a while. It will be around for quite a bit longer. Love this life and living and the energy of meeting and making new connections with people and learning as I go, being a perennial, ongoing student. I hope you are as well. And I bet you are. There's an old saying, and I wanted to make sure that I was able to release it to you in the right way. And it says that age comes with wisdom. Wisdom comes with age, however you say it. As much as we might want to believe that, as much as it might sound wise, mature, and all the other adjectives, it's not so. It's just not so. There are an awful lot of people, as my friend shared with me a couple of years ago, and it's stuck in my craw. And every time I get a chance, I share it with you. And he said, Joy, some people simply grow old and they never grow up. And if they never grow up, they can't gain wisdom. Can they? No, they can't. So why that title? Want to gain wisdom? Now you can. Leadership, business, and growth. Well, it means that for those of us who are in leadership and we are about being our best self and being authentic with who we are and what we're doing and what we're all about. And it's not that I ever in my heart and soul forget to say welcome, but sometimes I do. Let me say that I want you to know that you are always welcome here, that this hopefully will become a second home for you, where you will come and not only tune in and listen, I'm going to be making it more interactive at some point in time, that you will come and share your viewpoints and your opinions about different things because they matter. And my website is here. You can go there and peruse and check it out. And I love it when you share out the video. Sharing is love. And that's my business page. And that's enough for now. Let's go back to want to gain wisdom. Most people, and the key word is most, people in business, men and women, want to be about sharing whatever their passion, love, and heartbeat might be, so that it will benefit and give value to other people. As much as we want to throw out a lot of what's new and a lot of what's old, there's something called a foundational base, no matter what business we're in. And that foundational base, let me say it again, that foundational base has to maintain, retain, and have imprinted in it what's known as integrity, honor, character principles. You want to always be about being your authentic self. whatever that is. And that does not mean that you're going to attract everyone. Everyone's not coming aboard, whatever their reasons are. We're all at different levels. We're all growing at different speeds. And just because somebody is at level 8 and you're at level 3 doesn't mean anything except they're a little bit more advanced than you. Has nothing to do with better. And that's the mistake that many people, men and women in leadership have made. And it's just not true. So it's time to take off that Band-Aid and to stop covering up what's not authentic within ourselves and just be the best of ourselves. That's what we're here to do. One of the sayings that's so popular now is that, and everyone is saying it in all different types of ways. I use it all the time because it's not only casual in dress that's gone way over to the dark side. It has. It's not only that, though. It's demeanor. It's one's manner and style and sense of etiquette and being who you are. If we didn't get the right base, foundational upbringing, all kinds of things show up that borders on what you and those of us who are in leadership don't ever want to attach to us. Not saying there's anything wrong with it because we all start somewhat, but that common, ordinary, day-to-day, mediocre, average, no, that's not for leadership. That's for another realm. And when that occurs and you see that, the outlook and the mindset for that, you begin to wonder, well, what is that? As many of you might know, for me, there's an awful lot of research that I'm doing for something that I'm putting together here in the near future. I stopped giving out dates and times because I was nailed to the cross for that, and I don't want to be that. My integrity is everything for me, and I bet it is for you as well. And I'm watching this YouTube channel, and we all have habits that aren't pleasing, aren't pleasant to share with other people in public. And when we're in this box, in some studio, small, medium, or large, in whatever category, there's just certain things we don't do. And I'm sharing this with you for a reason, because if you want to gain wisdom, you have to be about wanting to grow and wanting to have a certain sense of decorum and etiquette about you that speaks to your greatness, the gift and the genius that's in you. Because when you show up doing things that don't appeal, it detracts and it diminishes your value. And so why am I saying this? Because this is what happened. This is what I'm watching. I have horrible sinuses. My nose and the sinuses and all the different things that I'm doing and trying and attempting to do runs all the time. I attempt in every way for this half hour that I'm with you not to wipe my nose. And if I do, I have a Kleenex near here. I am watching. And what I share with you, it's not judgmental. It's just for us to put on our thinking caps and start thinking a wee bit more about our actions, our demeanor, our appearance, our presence when we're in public. And this person had the credentials as far as the accreditations for what they were talking about, because I did a little bit of research and I knew that they were accredited in what they were doing. And they're talking, they're sharing this information, and it's brilliant. And I'm saying, wow, this is absolutely spot on, and they know what they're talking about. And I'm really caught up in it. This is great. And all of a sudden, it seems out of the blue, and possibly it's more me than it was them, but it was horrific. They went with their hands like this, with their nose, and you could see throwing the hand like that. And I suppose that didn't do it. Now, this is somewhat of an etiquette class, I guess, but it goes along with, you want to gain wisdom, then be about knowing, understanding, appreciating, and have value for what's the right decorum, demeanor in public. And the same applies for working in this box. That didn't do it. So all of a sudden, here comes the finger, and it goes up in the nose, and it turns, and then it goes like that. And they're still talking and sharing this information. That is the first time I've seen a lot of things, but that just blew me away. What possesses a person to think that you're in this box, in a studio, your message is being streamed out all over the world ultimately, and you do a nasty habit like that? Well, right away, that person went off my list, and most likely off of yours too, if you had seen it. And I quickly changed the channel. First off, I was in shock. I could not believe it. So I'm only sharing that to share this. Everything about us, we're all human. We make mistakes. Sometimes the hair is sticking up here. Sometimes the lipstick. Sometimes the eyeshadow. Sometimes it gets on your teeth. Sometimes the bra strap. I mean, all of these things happen. But there's certain things that we do with our presence and our appearance when we're in a box and connecting with people that just does not compute. Change is inevitable. If anything, we have to stay open and we have to embrace the new, all of us, no matter the generation. It has nothing to do with generation, because every generation from out of the womb to the grave, it applies. We're here to be open and to learn. And so when you don't get the right whatever, and this was not a foreign culture, the person that I'm speaking about who did that. This was, I could be gambling a little bit, but that is innate a little bit in my nature. I would say an American. I don't know from where. I didn't do enough research to find, and you know what? It wasn't important after I saw that. But I say that to say that every one of us has to be more in sync with how we project over the airwaves. Small, medium, large, it makes no difference. It has to be, nothing is perfect. No one's ever going to be perfect. Even the ones that we love, the Phil Donahues and the Oprahs and all the other names that you can bring up, they didn't attempt to be perfect, but they were very good at what they did. Whether you are a guest, a featured guest speaker, or whether you are the person who's doing the interview, you want to be aware of your demeanor, your habits, and your everything, because leadership demands that you do. Chances are, with automation coming in here, things are going to be changing drastically. We have to keep up, all of us. And it doesn't say or mean that everything is going to be spot on. No, it is not. Sometimes I say and share things with you, I don't know why, but I do. And I simply had to share that because I'm old school, old fashioned back in the day, and happy to be. And you've heard me say, and you'll hear me say it again and again, I love the new technology and the new age and all of this. So happy to be here. And whether you believe that we all plan to come here at a time, we plan to come here to do what we need to do, I do. And I'm just thrilled to be here. And we'll be here for quite a bit longer. But I say that because so many are not aware of what a privilege it is just to be here and to share whatever it is that you want to with other people. Leadership demands a lot from us. And every Monday now at 3 a.m., I'm going to be doing a Joyful Monday Facebook Live on my personal profile page, and you're invited. And then every Wednesday, the third Wednesday of the month, once a month, I'll be doing on my business page, Communicate to Influence. And tomorrow, I'm going to be talking a lot about language. And this will only be for 15, 20 minutes. It's to get more acquainted with you and to have you come in and participate more. I started out just kind of practicing and getting the lay of the land, but now I'm going to be inviting personal invites for you out. And then on the fourth Friday of every month, this is what I really want to share with you. I want you to come in, and these will always be at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this will be in my Facebook group, Leading Ladies, Leading Legacies. Now, why am I sharing this with you? Because I have so many good friends, and this friend and I were chatting, and I want to make it more interactive, and I want to be more engaging with you. So we came up with this plan. I'm going to have a monthly drawing. Now we only have, actually, this is the third, actually second, but the 3 more weeks left in this month, including this week. But I started as of yesterday, Monday, and I'm going to be including tomorrow, which is the 15th, the third Wednesday. I'll be doing Communicate to Influence on my Facebook business page. And then the fourth Friday of every month, it'll be the Facebook group. So here is where you have a chance to get to know more about Joy Ruffen and what she does and how she does and so on and so forth. I have put together, and I'm having, and I'll put up the link here, a masterclass on Thursday, and everyone's invited. I'll put up the link, and you have to go and register, and you can come in and see what it's all about. But I have put together 3 packages. I'll be promoting one there, but it's 3 packages, silver, gold, and platinum. And the silver package is an off-the-shelf 3 weeks plus 2 bonuses. Now, you'll get 3 videos telling you all about them, how to use them, introduction to me, and then to bump up if you need more guidance and information, which you will. You've heard me say, and if you haven't, I'm saying it here and now before I go further. There is Dr. Google, we call him, hubby and I. And there's Mr. and Mrs. YouTube, and there's Mr. Amazon. Don't we all go there back and forth to gather all kinds of information, to Google to find this out and the other? That's all well and good. But when it comes to presence and style and image and appearance and leadership, we need each other. And that's why I'm hoping that you will consider this silver package, which means that you have to invite 5 people, have them comment at the bottom of the Facebook Live, whether it's the personal profile page, the business page, or the Leading Ladies, Leaving Legacies Facebook group. And the winner will get the $97 value, 3 weeks plus the 2 bonuses package. Step into your style now. And the beauty is that you'll get the package too. I wanted to mention, and by the way, Facebook, I want to make this clear that it is in no way affiliated with Facebook. None whatsoever. Just so you know that, and they know that. They don't want to be blocked or taken off the Facebook algorithms ever again. It was painful those 3 weeks, almost a month that I was away. But I wanted to share that with you. And just so you know, in case you're here for the first time for the replay, this is my Facebook business page. Here is my Facebook group, Leading Ladies, Leaving Legacies. I'll be going there the Friday of the 31st, I guess it is, of March. And you'll see this posted here and there. And then in conjunction with that, this I don't want to do, but just in case, let me just go here because I want you, in case you hear for the first time, this is the masterclass. And I'm putting underneath it a scroll. You can take a snapshot, a screenshot. And if you've not registered, go and register. Oh, I'm so excited to be with you and to share with you the excitement and the news that's in the stratosphere for you and for me, for all of us. You know, it's a time for us. It just is. And I think most every woman, whether you're in leadership or not, just knows that, feels it. Aren't we intuitive? Don't we just have the emotional, even though we're looking for emotional healing, security, and intelligence to be at the forefront, we can't release the emotions because they give us so much. And so most women know that it's our time. Step up to the plate. Don't be about blaming men. However it happened, whenever it happened, who cares? That's an expression that's common. And in an instance like this, you can use it. I'm not fond of that expression. We need to care. But don't care about blaming. There's no blame. It's just time to step up to the plate, take command, take control, and manage you, me, all of us, individual first. And then we go from there. And it's time to, if we're going to be about gaining our own wisdom, stepping into our own leadership, getting to know who we are, well, do I need to say it? Well, maybe I do and maybe I don't, but I'm going to say it anyway. It's time to release that sense. And It's in the atmosphere for whatever the reason. Not the psychologist. Don't want to be, but I know what I know. And I see what I see. And I don't judge it because I understand it. But smugness and that all-knowing attitude, you have it all together and it's all everything. Pompous, a little cocky, loose, entitlement. It's time to let it go. It's time to really get into the self-love, which will release. You'll surrender all of that. Just let it go because it does not serve. And a lot of people in leadership, they don't want to hear this because they don't want to know that. And they think it's not them. I'm here to tell you, I see it. I feel it. I know it's there. And it's just based on us not knowing our own wisdom, our own power. And may I share with you that along with wisdom, real wisdom, authentic wisdom, genuine wisdom, comes power. You can't buy it. No one can give it to you. People can assist you and enable you to get into the own knowing of yourself, but it's yours. And when it's yours, no one can take it away from you. And when it comes to your wisdom and your teaching and your sharing, ask yourself, as we all have to do, what are you teaching? What are you giving to others that will enable them to step into their wisdom and power? I love those two words. Do you? Because they are indicative of a knowing that comes from the soul, that's connected to the heart. Do we ever get it completely aligned with any, every, and all that's within our being, this thing we call the vessel? I don't think so. But the journey, the process of getting there will give us what we need to embrace to step into this new, and it's coming, this new arena where we're all going to be able to dance together, holding hands and celebrating each other, applauding, commending for everything that's happened and that we're doing. We're going to be able to engage and entertain ourselves and others. It almost sounds magical, doesn't it? I think it will be, especially the more we come into our own light, into our own gift, our own genius, and the exchange of knowing who we are at our core. The more we do that, the more we're going to be able to embrace others. One of the things that I repeat myself over and over. One of the things that I want to share with you, and I'm going to be bringing this, I'm not quite sure how yet, but here's what I know for sure with certainty. The conviction of the knowing is just so ingrained in my noodle. It's you can't take it away. All of us, no matter what level we're at, the more we know and understand ourselves, the better we're going to be able to deliver our soul's urge, which is our purpose for being here. Whether you believe that you decided to be here and now is irrelevant. It really means nothing. Whatever your higher source, higher power, higher belief might be, whoever you go to for your guidance and your wisdom, that's yours. As long as you're not knocking and poo-pooing anybody else, blessings. But what we all need a little bit more of, and sometimes even with whatever that higher source might be, it doesn't really give you that seed. This has been my experience. Might not be yours. But if it is, one of the tools that I've come up with and I've discovered just in the past 5 years, but really delving into it, is human design. And if you take it to the core, it comes with all the other elements, which I'm not going there today, but you will find it so enlightening for your own awakening and awareness. because it gives you, was it Clint Eastwood who put out the good, the bad, and the ugly? Well, I like to say the good, bad, and the so-so. And the so-so is what's questionable and you always need to be working on. And God knows we all have a lot of so-so, don't we? Well, if we don't, then we really need to get back to getting rid of all of that all-knowing. There's no such animal. But there is an escalating, a climbing, a scaling to get there. And there has to be the heart, soul desire to do that, or we are missing something. So ask yourself, what are you teaching to others? What benefits and what values are you giving? How are you supporting them to gain and to get into the essence of what their gift and purpose and their soul's desire might be? Because no matter what even if it's even if it's a restaurant where you are the proprietor and you're preparing this food, doesn't that fill people up and give them a sense of this is good? And when you know they're savoring it and it's delicious, and that was part of your mission. There is nothing that's too small or too minute that doesn't include wisdom and power of knowing who you are and how you give power, wisdom, and value and confidence to others, however you go about it. It's a beautiful gift. The greatness within you, me, all of us, is that discovery. And even when you discover it, we discover it for ourselves. The journey begins so that we can get into our greatness. And that's a process, but it can be beautiful. I'm not saying you won't have your highs and your lows. That's life. Yet, once you gain that awareness and you begin that awakening process, whatever that is for you, the journey becomes enriched for you and the people who are around you. It's a beautiful process. I'm happy to be here at this time, a happy senior and enjoying every moment. I've met over the past year here so many beautiful people, beautiful heart and soul connected. I met some others too, but I said bye-bye to them in love. And I gathered around the ones that I know, that I trust implicitly, that I know have me in their hearts as I have them in mine. It's a beautiful thing. Want to gain wisdom? Get to your awakening. Get to know at your core who you are. And I end as I end every week with you, and then sooner than later we'll be changing things. But until then, if you did not get to my Facebook business page, make sure that you do and join the group. Facebook, Leading Ladies, Leaving Legacies, and join me tomorrow, not tomorrow, but Thursday for the masterclass. And I'll pull up the links again. And let me just end with this, because I do this all the time. We don't want to meet with Joy now. We want to do the masterclass. I love this stuff. This is what you want to do. If you're not there already, you can take a screenshot. I took that down up too quick, didn't I? Woohoo. Love these things. There we go. Screenshot, snapshot, and that's it. I end every week the same, every time I do a show, because it comes from my heart to yours. Much, much love. From my heart to your heart, please receive the love. It's coming to you in bundles. And I can't wait to meet and greet you one-on-one. And that will happen at some point in time, whether it's through the box or in person. I send you much love. Take care, be well, and stay safe. Cheers.